Hey there guys, how's it going? Welcome to a new gold gun video in my series that I've got running here on my channel and Machinima Respawn. Today we're looking at the M12 assault rifle. This was the most requested one in the comment section last time. We haven't actually got any more assault rifles to do now. This is all of them covered, so if you'd like to check one out, check out my playlist, a link on my channel, and you'll be able to see any of the assault rifles that you've missed. We've actually also done all of the shotguns and all of the LMGs, a few of the secondaries, so we have got the specials to go, some submachine guns and a few snipers, but we're nearly there. Nearly done the whole game's worth of weapons that you can get gold camo for anyway. So let's discuss the M27. This is a very low damage assault rifle. It is fully automatic, so quite easy to handle, but this low damage is something that might put a few people off. Now, this gun is actually a bit of a Jekyll and Hyde gun, one of those guns that has some really great features and then some really damning features, some things that are not so good about it. So let's talk about the good things about this weapon. And first of all, it is a very fast reloading assault rifle. I'm using fast mags in a lot of these clips, but to be honest, it's not really necessary. This is probably the one gun in particular that you can go without fast mags with in terms of assault rifles. It also has very, very low recoil. This is brilliant for killing people over range, as you will get most of your bullets on target. As long as your aim is on point, just hold that trigger and most of those bullets will hit them as long as they're not moving around too much and your aim is good. So what are the bad features? The bad features are that has very low damage, but to be fair, if it had higher damage with this low recoil, it would be overpowered in my opinion, so it makes sense. It also has a slow time to kill, obviously because of that low recoil, so that is the best thing about this gun, and you really need to play to that strength if you're going to play to anything other than the fast reload as well, but that's kind of can be negated in most guns anyway. So the low recoil is the best thing about this gun, similar to say the Modern Warfare 3 ACR or maybe the M4 from previous Call of Duties, although to be fair, the ACR was a little stronger than this. It had higher damage than this gun does, so it's not quite as good as the ACR, and that's why you don't see it used as much as the ACR was in Modern Warfare 3. But then most people would agree that thing was the ultimate laser beam. But this is the laser beam gun of this game, and I actually quite like it. It really suits me. As you guys know, I really love the M4 from most Call of Duty games. So these kind of low recoil, high fire rate, well, this isn't high fire rate, but the low recoil and low damage assault rifles do suit my game style. It isn't used too much. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10 because although it has those bad features, the fact that it has low recoil is actually a massive, massive plus point. Thinking about it, although it has that slow time to kill, if you just get your aim on the target and hold that trigger button, most of your bullets are going to hit the target, whereas you might go something with higher recoil, something like the Scar, and some of those bullets are going to go off target. So although it has that low recoil, you can see here I get a nice triple spray, and I think I reload and managed to get another one in just a second. So you can do some damage with it. It's going to be difficult to take down large amounts of enemies, but as you can see here, it can be done, and you don't really notice the damage that much. In terms of headshots, it's worth going for headshots at long range, and with the low recoil, you might be able to do that. There you see I popped that guy with a headshot, which probably dropped him in one less bullet than would have been necessary otherwise. So what are the attachments that I reckon for this gun? In particular, I would say nothing really in particular. I've got the reflex sight as an attachment that I would definitely use, but then again, of course, reflex sights and optic sights are just personal preference, but I find the fact this has low recoil, why not make the most of that by getting that extra precision from that little red dot? I find most of the other reticles are kind of annoying and don't actually help. If anything, they hinder me. So maybe the MMS or the reflex sight is definitely a suggestion, although I would say not 100% essential. So just go with whatever attachments actually suit your game style. Maybe you want the fast mags, maybe you want a suppressor, just depends on maybe the game mode. But this is a good all-round gun, so anything that you want to put on it will be good. Now, I don't normally actually recommend attachments, well, perks even, but I haven't been recently. But with this one, I'm going to recommend the toughness perk. Because it is low damage, you're going to need to get as many of those bullets on target as possible, so toughness is going to stop your aim from flinching while you're being shot, and I found very, very useful with this gun in particular. So I'm going to give you guys a few examples of where this gun is very strong, because where it's not strong is at close range. It's not the best close range gun. If you're going to have a close range map, just whip out one of the SMGs or maybe one of the other assault rifles, because they are quite fast killing. But I would say if you're going to use this gun, you're going to want medium to long range engagements, and that might not seem so appealing because of its low damage, but remember the low recoil. People at range, you're just going to be able to aim on them and just hold that trigger down and get quite a lot of these bullets on. on. So the best example of where this gun is really effective, I've found, is either number one on overflow down either side of the map. So you've got Death Valley on one side, and then you've also got that kind of alleyway on the other side. It's very good if you're aiming down sight there. Also, probably the best example is Hijacked. Down the channels of Hijacked, this gun is an absolute monster. The low recoil will allow you to get people who are just on those little head glitches down the end, and you could just hold that trigger and be sure that you're going to get a lot of bullets on target. So those are the scenarios that I find this is best on, but of course every map has these kind of areas. I will say that you definitely want to be aiming down sight while using this weapon. I know I say it with most assault rifles, but I say it just in case some people maybe pick up this weapon, this video, and haven't watched all of my videos. Definitely aim down sight with this one. It hasn't got incredible hip fire, and because of the low recoil, that's where your advantage is going to be. Your major advantage over everyone else is where you're going to be at a medium to long range, and you're going to be aiming down sight and picking them off. Otherwise, you're going to be outgunned by, say, the submachine guns, for example. In most other scenarios, although submachine guns have taken a little bit of a nerf. So something to try out. I'd like to know what you guys think about this weapon. I actually had some really good games with it. This game in particular, I think I managed to get a nice swarm and dogs and all that business. So it is a very useful weapon in the right hands, but of course please take note of the things that I've said. I would actually be quite interested to know what you guys think are some great attachments. I was thinking maybe the target finder might be quite good for this, although I didn't get a chance to use it while getting these gold gun clips, but I think I might do that after this video. But let me know what you guys think, what rating you would give it. That's all for this video. Please don't forget to leave a like rating if you do enjoy this series. Only a few more submachine guns and sniper rifles left to do, apart from the secondaries and specials. And if you're watching this on Machinima Respawn, please don't forget you can go over to my channel and watch these videos at least a week or maybe 2 weeks earlier over there, as well as a lot of other content that I'm sure you enjoy. So that's it for now, guys. Thanks for watching as always, and I will see you soon.